The clarity of this camera is not very great.
Maybe I have to get. I don't know.
An add-on.
No, no more.
Today is America's Independence Day. Did I join the correct one? Oh, why people are not joining? Diya, can you join the link and see if I'm on the correct meeting? Just join on the phone and see. Just want to know that I'm on the correct one. Now they are coming. Namaskar, Vinya. Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning. Okay. Just waiting for the others to join.
Okay.
Are you planning to travel for summer?
Yes, but only for 1 week. We're going to meet some friends in Ireland.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Hopefully it
How
will
about
be
you?
cooler there than here. We will also travel, but sometime in August, first week of August.
Okay.
Namaskaram, Kausalya.
Namaskar.
Can you see the presentation screen?
Yes.
Okay, good, okay. And this week I finally figured out the recording. So we are recording today, and I will hopefully share the recording as well, or the link to the recording. I know that Rinki and Niketa cannot join, so I'm waiting for Vaishnavi and Priya to join in. I'll give it a minute and then we can start. I do have a lot to cover today. Amy?
Record it with your phone this time.
It's recording here.
Are you sure?
See? I can see.
Last time it didn't.
How do I record with the phone?
Use the voice recorder.
Oh, okay.
Voice memos.
Oh. Okay, let's start the session today, and we will begin as usual with our dhyana shlokas. Let Om Shuklam Bardharam Vishnum Sasivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasanavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Saraswati Namastubhyam Varade Kamarupini Vidyarambham Karishyami Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada Pujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakham Vande Valmiki Kokilam Manojavam Marutatulya Vegam Jitendriyam Buddhimatam Varishtam Vatatmajam Vanarayuddhamukhyam Sri Ramatutam Saranam Prapadye Yatra Yatra Raghunada Kirtanam Tatra Tatra Kritamastakанjaliം Bhaspavari Paripurnalochanam Marutim Namata Rakshasantakam Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama Sri Rama Jaya Rama Jaya Jaya Rama. Okay, so in the last week we studied about the 16 qualities in a perfect human being that sage Valmiki asked about to sage Narada, his spiritual guru. And we also discovered that sage Narada added 32 qualities to the 16 qualities described by sage Valmiki, and that is the 32 qualities you see in the slide. So including these qualities, sage Narada said that at this point of time there is a king who is ruling the kingdom of Ayodhya. His name is Sri Rama, and in him you shall find all these qualities. And we also learned that after listening to all these qualities of Sri Rama and after describing the entire Ramayana in 100 shlokas, sage Narada went back. Sage Valmiki, because it was afternoon time with his disciple sage Bharadwaja, went to the banks of a river in order to perform his afternoon sandhya. This river that he goes through is called the river Tamasa. And it is described in the Ramayana that sage Valmiki is going to a river Tamasa, which was closer to the Jahnavi river. Jahnavi is the name of Ganga. Another name of river Ganga is Jahnavi. So this Tamasa river, which flows close to river Ganga, that is where sage Valmiki is doing his afternoon rituals. So if you ask Google where is the river Tamasa closest to Ganga, it will come up with a place called Sirsa, which is in current Uttar Pradesh, which also happens to be close to the very pious town of Prayagraj. So this is probably the area where sage Valmiki had his ashrama. And then after doing his rituals, he is coming out of the water. He sees two cranes, one male and one female, just playing with each other, a couple. And then a hunter kills the male. An arrow pierces through the body of the male crauncha, the male crane, and then the female crane is flying all around the body of her partner. And looking at this very painful scene, sage Valmiki, he unwittingly, without even realizing it, he says a shloka. That shloka is here. Ma nishada pratishta tvamagamaha shashvati hi samaha yat krauncha mithunadekam vadihi kama mohitam. This shloka is also known as the Mangala Charana of Srimad Ramayanam. This is the auspicious beginning of Srimad Ramayanam. The entire gist of Srimad Ramayanam is captured in this one shloka. Now we will see, like we already discussed, we will observe Ramayana in two layers. The obvious layer, the layer on the surface, and the inherent layer which is not very obvious. So let's see the very obvious meaning of this shloka. Ma nishada. Nishada is a hunter. So ma nishada is, oh you violent hunter. Nishada, you violent hunter. Yet by this act of yours, tvam avadihi. Tvam means you have killed. Ekam, one. Krauncha mithunat. Of this couple of kraunchas, you have killed one. Kama mohitam. These krauncha mithunas were, like a married couple. They are just enjoying among themselves. Ma agamaha. you will not get prastitham, any peace of mind or any peace, shashwatihi samaha, ever in your lifetime. In all the years to come, you shall not know peace. Normally, a sage must always be in control of their emotions. A sage must not get angry. A sage must not give in to impulses. And sage Valmiki is a very learned, pious sage. But looking at these crouchers who are enjoying among themselves and having just heard the very heart-wrenching story of Srimad Ramayana of Sri Rama, the separation he experienced with Devi Sita, that feeling is still swirling in sage Valmiki's mind. And when he saw this hunter kill this croucher, the male crane, it just burst out of his being, this poem, in the form of Ma Nishada Yat Croucha Mithunat. You have killed. And he is also wondering, why am I saying these lines? After saying these lines, he is looking at his disciple Bharadvaja. Sage Bharadvaja is also astonished. He's like, wow, how did you do that? How did you say this beautiful couplet which has equal number of letters in all its 4 stanzas, and it is adhering to the meter of Anushtup. It is sounding very musical to the ears, and the words that you have chosen have fallen in such a manner that it is very pleasing to listen to. How did you compose this? Even sage Valmiki is wondering, how did I compose this? But the great learned scholars, they said the entire Ramayana is captured in this one shloka. How is entire Ramayana captured in this one shloka? So the surface meaning, we saw that this, oh hunter, you have killed the crane and you shall never know peace. Just if you observe the words, this is the meaning that is obvious. But what is the inherent meaning? What is the meaning that is not so obvious? The breakdown of words, if you do it as per Vedic languages, the word Ma indicates goddess Lakshmi. One of the names of goddess Lakshmi in the Upanishads is Ma. When you say Ma, it indicates Lakshmi. Nishada. Nishada is one who is the husband of the lady who sits on the lotus. So now who is this? Who is this one? It is none other than Vishnu. So Ma Nishada, Lakshmi and Vishnu. Yat Ma Nishada, Yat, in this, by this act. What act? Krauncha Mithunat. This couple, Krauncha and Mithunat. There is another couple. There is Ma, Lakshmi Devi. There is Nishada, Vishnu. And they have done some, Vishnu has done some act. To whom? To Krauncha Mithunat, another couple. And who is this couple? This couple is none other than Ravana and Mandodari. Ravana is the demon king who has terrorized all the 3 worlds. And he is always followed by his very loyal and very pious wife, Mandodari. Despite all the wrongdoings of Ravana, Mandodari follows him. Kama Mohitam, this Ravana, he is deeply overcome by lust, and in that he kidnaps Devi Sita. So what did Rama do? Out of that Krauncha Mithunat, Ekam, one of them, which is Ravana, Avadhihi, Rama killed Ravana. And because of that act, Shashwati Samaha, forever, for as long as the stars exist and mountains exist on earth and rivers exist on earth, Pratishtitam Tvam Agamaha, you shall have glory for everlasting time because of the act of killing one of the Krauncha Mithunas who were Kama Mohitam. So this is the inherent meaning of this shloka, and thus it encapsulates the entire Srimad Ramayana in one shloka. Now, after reciting this shloka, sage Valmiki and Bharadvaja both went back to the ashrama, and they started doing their rituals, their yajnas and homas and everything. As sage Valmiki was performing his yajna and homa, he observed that a pillar of light was descending from the skies. And soon enough, he realized that the Chaturmukha Brahma, the four-faced Brahma, is arriving at his ashrama. So sage Valmiki and all his disciples, they got up and they went to welcome Brahma. They invited Brahma into the ashrama. They gave Padya, that is water to wash the feet. They gave Arghya, water to wash the hands. Then they gave Asana. They made Brahma sit on a comfortable throne. And after asking all the Kushala Prashnaha, Lord Brahma also asked the sages to settle down in front of him. And then there is some, everybody is sitting down and sage Valmiki and Brahma is asking some questions. How is everything in your ashrama? But sage Valmiki's mind is still in the story of Ramayana. His mind is still dwelling, how did I utter that verse? And then unwittingly, he just said the entire verse out loud again. Ma Nishada. Then the Chaturmukha Brahma, he looked at sage Valmiki and he smiled. He said, this verse that you have composed, it is because of my will that you have been able to compose this. On my request, Devi Saraswati sat on your jihva, in your mouth, and she ensured that you could compose it in such a very, very nice to hear manner, in a very pleasing manner. You could compose this shloka. So now sage Brahma, Chaturmukha Brahma, he gives a task to sage Valmiki. He says, it is my will that you should compose the entire Rama Katha as you heard from sage Narada, and you should compose this like you have been able to using the poetic verse system. You please compose this. Just a second, let me allow this person back into... I have to stop recording or what? Just give me a second.